There comes a moment in life when you finally realize something nobody warned you about. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, not some perfect opportunity that will suddenly appear, and not even tomorrow. You can spend years waiting for someone to change your life, waiting for the right person, the right job, the right amount of money, the right opportunity, the right time. But while you're waiting, your life is passing. And one day you may look back and realize you weren't waiting for the right moment. You were waiting for someone else to rescue you. But here's the truth. Nobody is coming. And strangely, that might be the best news you'll ever hear. Because if nobody is coming to save you, then you finally understand something powerful. Your life is in your hands. Think about how often we say, one day things will get better. One day I'll become successful. One day I'll get in shape. One day I'll start the business. One day I'll learn English. One day I'll fix my life. One day. But that day doesn't come by itself, because life doesn't change simply because you wish it would. You have to change something. You have to make a decision. You have to take action. The problem is, most people don't realize they're waiting. They're waiting for motivation, waiting for confidence, waiting for money, waiting for someone to believe in them, waiting for life to become easier. And while they wait, months become years, years become decades, and eventually they wonder, where did my life go? The answer is simple. They spent too much time waiting for permission to live it.
Here's something you need to understand. People may love you, but they cannot live your life for you. Your parents can support you. Your friends can encourage you. A mentor can guide you. A partner can stand beside you. But nobody can take your steps for you. Nobody can wake up at 5 a.m. for you. Nobody can study for you. Nobody can exercise for you. Nobody can build your business for you. Nobody can make the difficult decision for you. And nobody can become the person you secretly know you could become. That's your responsibility. And responsibility can feel heavy. But responsibility is also freedom. Because the moment you stop blaming everyone else, you take your power back. Maybe you had a difficult childhood. Maybe you didn't have enough money. Maybe someone betrayed you. Maybe you failed. Maybe you made terrible decisions. Maybe you wasted years. Maybe life gave you a hand you never asked for. And yes, some things were not your fault. But what happens next is your responsibility. You cannot change yesterday. You cannot rewrite your childhood. You cannot erase your mistakes. You cannot control what other people did to you. But you can control what you do today. That's where your power lives. Not in yesterday, not in tomorrow, today. You don't need a perfect life to begin. You need a decision. Imagine two people. Both are struggling, both have problems, both are afraid. But one says, I'll start when life gets easier. The other says, life may never get easier, so I'll become stronger. 5 years later, their lives look completely different. Why? Not because one had better luck, not because one had fewer problems, but because one stopped waiting. That's the difference. Successful people aren't people who never struggle. They're people who stop expecting struggle to disappear before they move forward. They understand something most people don't. You don't become strong after life gets easier. Life becomes easier because you become stronger.
So, what does taking responsibility actually mean? It doesn't mean pretending everything is your fault. It means asking a better question. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I do about it? Instead of, why am I so far behind? Ask, what can I do today to move forward? Instead of, why don't people believe in me? Ask, do I believe in myself enough to keep going? Instead of, why haven't I succeeded? Ask, what skill do I need to develop? These questions change everything, because victims ask, why me? Builders ask, what now? And your future depends heavily on which question you choose. Part 6. You don't need someone to believe in you. There's another trap, waiting for approval. You want someone to tell you, you can do it. You have what it takes. I'm proud of you. And yes, those words feel good, but sometimes you won't hear them. Sometimes the people around you won't understand your dream. Sometimes they'll doubt you. Sometimes they'll laugh. Sometimes they'll tell you to be realistic. And if your confidence depends on their approval, you'll stop the moment they stop clapping. You have to learn something different. You have to become your own source of belief. Not arrogance, not pretending you're perfect, just the quiet decision to say, I may not know exactly how I'm going to do this, but I'm not giving up on myself. That's enough to begin.
You don't need to completely change your life tomorrow. Start smaller. Read 10 pages. Walk for 20 minutes. Save a little money. Learn one new skill. Make one difficult phone call. Turn off your phone for an hour. Wake up a little earlier. Finish the thing you've been avoiding. One action, then another, then another. Because a better life is rarely created by one giant decision. It's created by thousands of small decisions that nobody sees. The world only sees the result. It doesn't see the mornings you wanted to quit. It doesn't see the nights you kept working. It doesn't see the sacrifices. It doesn't see the discipline. But you will. And eventually, you'll look at your life and realize, I built this. Not luck, not rescue, not someone else's permission. You. So let me tell you something you may need to hear today. Nobody is coming. The perfect opportunity may never arrive. The perfect moment may never come. Someone may never knock on your door and say, here is the life you've always wanted. You have to build the door. You have to open it, and you have to walk through it. Stop waiting for someone to rescue you from your own life. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for tomorrow. Because tomorrow is not a plan. It's just another word for a day you haven't reached yet. Your life is happening now. This morning, this afternoon, tonight. This very moment. And you have a choice. You can continue waiting, or you can begin.
Maybe you're behind. Maybe you've made mistakes. Maybe you've wasted years. Maybe you're afraid. That's okay. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to know the entire road. You only need to take the next step. One step, then another, and another, until one day you look back at the person you used to be and realize something incredible. The person who was waiting for was you. The person who was supposed to save you was you. The person who was supposed to change your life was you. And that's when everything changes. Because once you stop waiting to be rescued, you start becoming unstoppable. So stop waiting. Get up. Take responsibility. Make the decision. Take the first step. And remember, nobody is coming to save you. You have to save yourself. And that isn't a tragedy. That's your freedom.